Race on the card was the third running of the Cambridgeshire National over the extended 3 3/4 miles, and the 3-1 favourite was Little Bruce.
Flag down, tape back, they're off and racing for the Cambridgeshire National Handicap Chase over 3 miles and 6.5 furlongs, 25 fences to jump, and it's Little Bruce, who often likes to front run, who's bowling along towards the first of those 25 fences out in front to Holbrook Park in second as they take it Bishop's Road, fence number 3. Little Bruce out in front, jumped that well. Holbrook Park in second, Bishop's Road, who went well for such a long time in the Haydock Park Grand National Trial a couple of weeks ago, and after that in fourth position Duke de Barry as they take this open ditch. A lovely jump from the leader. Again, the Happy Chappie at the back of the field there in the red and yellow colours, just a little bit slow over it as they come to the next. It's Little Bruce who leads them, second in the North Yorkshire National not so long ago. Little Bruce followed by the Happy Chappie, and on the inside Admiral Collonge and Nackadam is at the rear of the field as they take what will be the second last in 2 circuits time. Holbrook Park was a little bit clumsy at it, making their way down towards the next. This is another plain fence, and it's Little Bruce, the white face, the striped cap out in front to Bishop's Road in second. Again, Holbrook Park didn't jump it particularly well. Brownie Frost having to sit tight. It's just been superseded by Duke de Barry. Holbrook Park relegated to fourth. The Happy Chappie, the yellow sleeves towards the centre, and then Nackadam is last but one. The big white face of Admiral Collonge is at the back of the field. Coming to the open ditch right in front of us here. Quite a spectacle as they come to it in the third running of the Cambridgeshire National. Little Bruce over okay. Bishop's Road just nodded slightly on landing. Then Duke de Barry, who jumped that one nicely in third. Holbrook Park is up the inner in fourth position. The Happy Chappie is coming the scenic route round the outside. Then Nackadam, Admiral Collonge is right at the back of the field, but they're pretty bunched up here. There's Holbrook Park up the inside. This is the open ditch. Little Bruce jumped it well to Bishop's Road in second. Holbrook Park in third. Duke de Barry has been lobbing along nicely. Then Nackadam, followed then on the outside by the Happy Chappie. Admiral Collonge, big white face up the inner, saving all the ground as they take the final one down the far side of playing. Swinging now down the home straight. Still got 11 fences to jump in the Cambridgeshire National, and it's Duke de Barry. Oh, sorry, it's Little Bruce out in front. Leads to in second position Bishop's Road. Duke de Barry still travelling quite strongly, followed then by Nackadam towards the centre of the track, and then Admiral Collonge and the Happy Chappie. Holbrook Park still up the inner. They take what will be the last in a circuit's time, and Little Bruce has jumped really well, has gone nicely out in front, leads by a length and a half or so to Bishop's Road, who hasn't been quite as far in front of his field as he was at Haydock the other week. Holbrook Park is up the inner in third, followed then by Duke de Barry, the light blue in fourth. Admiral Collonge gets a little bit closer, then Nackadam, and the Happy Chappie's actually travelling a bit better now than he was as they come to the open ditch once again in front of us. Little Bruce saw a big stride there, took off really well, and gained a cut Bishop's Road, who was, well, not entirely foot perfect at it. Holbrook Park's up the inside, then Duke de Barry in fourth, gap of 2 then to Admiral Collonge, followed by Nackadam. Then Happy Chappie is at the back of the field, down towards the playing fence that takes us away from the grandstand. Little Bruce again jumped it well, gone past. So just hitting out here now, Little Bruce jumps the first one down the far side really well. Goes on into a 3-length advantage. Thomas Dowson trying to grab this Cambridgeshire National by the scruff of the neck now. He jumped that one really well too. And out in front, Little Bruce, big white face, cheek pieces, jumped it well to Bishop's Road in second. Holbrook Park now just beginning to struggle a little bit. All the while Duke de Barry's getting a good bit closer down towards the final open ditch in the contest. Little Bruce again jumped it well. Bishop's Road nodded on landing, just interfered slightly there with Duke de Barry. Then Holbrook Park up the inside. Down to the final fence, down the far side. It's 3 from the finish in the Cambridgeshire National. And again, Little Bruce jumped it well. Bishop's Road down towards the turn for home they go. And Little Bruce, second in the North Yorkshire National at Catterick a few weeks ago. Looking to go one better in the Cambridgeshire version here. And he's now well clear as they swing for home to Bishop's Road in second. Then Duke de Barry in third. Down towards the second last they come now. And it's Little Bruce from the Philip Kirby yard. 10 lengths to the good. Over the veteran, Bishop's Road in second. Over the second last they go. Little Bruce not as convincing over his fence this time round as he has been. He nodded slightly on landing, but he's going very strongly out in front. Down towards the final fence they come. Little Bruce out in front, jumped it really well. He's a long way clear now. Bishop's Road, the Happy Chappie is staying on from another county as Duke de Barry's pulled up towards the rear of the field. Holbrook Park just coming to the last now, but Little Bruce is well clear, and in what's been a real searching test of stamina here at Huntingdon, he's going to be a long way clear as they go to the line. Just kept up to his work. The Happy Chappie is staying on well, but Little Bruce has won it very easily indeed. Thomas Dowson gives him a well-deserved pat.
A really solid staying and jumping performance by the 7-year-old by Yates. Little Bruce, who makes all the running and simply runs his rivals ragged in this extreme stamina test. He'd already won over 3 miles at Hexham earlier on in the season. He'd run well in defeat in the meantime, and you can tell how tough it was out there. 7 started, but in the end, just 3 got home.